So I saw you had a new guy, so I figured I'd pop in, see if anybody shows up. I'm still plugging along. I did my takeover Tuesday last week, and somehow I didn't get to post it. And I was contemplating between going live and then just posting or editing it, and then something happened with my phone. It died, and so I couldn't do anything. So I still have that video. That's still in the woodwork. So I'm still editing, still pulling through. So like I said, I figure if I don't stay in here long, I'm still here, see if anybody showed up and to make my report and see if anything else that you guys wanted to share.
We don't really have a whole lot right now. We're still trying to figure out that's what we were just discussing our other stuff, our webinars. We're getting a lot of people registered, but not a lot of people are showing up for some reason.
They're registering but not showing up. Um,
Building that database though.
Yeah,
do you know do you know who John Sellers is?
I know the name.
I do too.
He doesn't pop into the thing. He's the one that I went through his funnel because I couldn't go through Jeff's thing I shared with you guys. But he had a really good funnel and he said he had a good showing. But I know most people register and a lot of them don't show, but his numbers were actually pretty good. So I don't know, maybe reach out to him. He stopped reaching out to me because I was just like, no, I wasn't buying it.
He's
So
on our call every Friday. We have a call every Friday with Michael Reese, and he's on there.
yeah, I know he's a big guy. Eventually, once I get going here, I will jump onto the revenue bandwagon. And like I said, I got some plans. I just don't want to put too much on my plate. I'm just so overwhelmed with so many things right now. And so this week with the buyer, you believe this shit, man? This lender that she has gave
Hold
her
on,
fucking
before
pre-qual.
you say anything, your nightmare can't be any worse than mine. And I'll hear your story. So let's see if we can top it.
Oh, yeah, it probably, you're right. It probably isn't, but to me, this is like just not acceptable. So not only not acceptable, it's illegal. He gave her a pre-qualification and he didn't do freaking shit. Like
I used to have a lender like that.
I negotiated her freaking Binzer. And she emailed me this morning, how's the appraisal going? And we're supposed to order the appraisals within 3 days. And we're freaking way past those 3 days. And the lender verbally told me, I asked him how'd everything go. I said, I'm glad the lender, the listing agent didn't call. And he's like, she did call. I'm like, oh, she did. What did she say? Did she ask if the buyer was okay? And he's like, yeah. And then I'm like, what did you say? And I said, yeah, she's okay. And then as we kept talking, and she's like, well, the buyer hasn't confirmed this or that to move forward because she hasn't decided which loan and this and that she was going to use. But then you're telling I'm thinking to myself, but then you're telling the listing agent she's okay, and you sent me a paperwork that I went through all this thing. That's not, that's not right. That's not ethical. It's not legal.
Yeah. So listen to this. So we have one we're dealing with right now. I'll try to give you the Cliffs Notes version. So we have a YouTube client came in town to buy a condo on the beach. Not a big price point, 300 grand. So it's a one bedroom, one bath condo on the beach. We tried to tell him you need to use a local lender. Oh no, I have a friend who's in Atlanta. She told me it wouldn't be any issue whatsoever. Tried to tell him if you don't use a local lender, they don't know anything about that big old blue thing out there called the Gulf of America, which causes problems when you start filling out condo questionnaires. Well, he wouldn't listen to us. No, she promises me she can get it done. She can get it done. She said she could get it done in 2 weeks. So a month and a half later, here we are, not closed yet. She has told us 4 different times she couldn't do the loan, but she keeps finding a way back into the mix. And so after we've contacted a local lender, now we have it done. Then all of a sudden she finds a way to get it done. So now she can get it done. She gives us a clear to close. We're supposed to close by Friday. He had all the power and everything turned over into his name 2 weeks ago because she told him she was going to close 2 weeks ago and she couldn't get it closed. So then now here we are 2 weeks later. He's been paying for power on a condo that he doesn't own for 2 weeks. So she sends him a text. We're closing Friday. She sends him a text about an hour ago that says, I was reading over the contract, and if you don't get the seller to reimburse you for the utility bills for the last 2 weeks, then do not sign any closing paperwork. It's not fair to you, and you don't need to close unless you get those power bills paid for in your name. And it's her fault that he had it done. So we've contacted her and said, well, then you should pay for the utility bills. So guess who's paying for it? We're taking it out of our commission
Of
to pay
course.
for it to get it
We
closed.
always do.
Yeah.
We
But
always do.
this,
Yeah.
you talk about cussing somebody out. I've held back until we get it closed. But once we get it closed and we get the commission check in our hand, I'm going to not only am I going to call this bitch up in Atlanta and cuss her out, but I'm also going to turn her over to the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to I'm going to blast her and we're going to do a video on YouTube about her.
Make sure
Uh,
and leave bad reviews for her everywhere you can too,
Oh, there's no doubt.
in places where she can't take them down.
But I
I,
mean,
I'm
unbelievable that she would call him and say, don't you dare sign any paperwork unless they refund you for the utilities that I told you to get turned on in your name 2 weeks ago and I couldn't close.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's trying to be savior, show him that I'm looking out for your interest
yeah.
in the 13th hour.
So
it's funny.
Cindy's actually handling this, and I told her, I said, look, just bite your tongue, keep it all, just say yes, 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 whatever you can until we get to the closing table. Once that closing paperwork signed, we can unleash hell on this lady. I said, but don't do it until then.
That,
So,
that's a great story because I actually experienced that last year. And funny that you mentioned that. Now that I'm putting all the pieces together, this is the same lender. Last year I closed with him on a different buyer that this buyer it was also in the community that referred me. These people that they know each other. And same thing, they could not finish. They could not get to the closing line, and they just kept having issues and issues and issues. We can close, and they never could close, and they didn't have the paperwork. We closed, and they were still asking the buyer for a specific paperwork to sign. And I was like, don't sign anything. You already closed. And he's reaching out to me, emailing me, texting me, calling me, please. I'm like, nah, I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not calling you. We closed. There's no legal obligation for me to sign anything for you in my favor, in my client's favor for you. Like, I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking. Like, these freaking, it's the same freaking lender. So I'm gonna tell, like, I pray we do close. I pray we get this to the finish line. But I'm gonna tell this buyer, and she's a good buyer too. I would hate to cut her off, but I don't know. My everything is more important than this. So I'm gonna have to tell her, like, if you use this lender again, if you want to do business with me, I can't do business with you. Like that's my non-negotiable. Like this is twice this guy's been dealing. I've been dealing. I've never had a horrible lender, especially back to back. I mean, that's yours is bad, but this is illegal. Like you can't give me fucking
Yeah.
pre-qualification and you haven't done shit. He even told me this morning, have not done anything on my end. I was like, holy shit. How's that a pre-qualification?
Hey, it's one thing to get a bad lender on one side, but then try getting a bad realtor on the other side. And then because we just had one recently where I showed up at the title company to close, and their client comes walking in an hour and 15 minutes late, can't get a hold of the other realtor, can't get a hold of the client, don't know how to get in touch with the seller. The seller finally walks in an hour and 15 minutes late, and then I said, where is, I'm not going to mention his name, but where's your realtor at? And they were like, oh, he's on a cruise and he didn't tell us about the closing today until, 10 minutes ago. So then they come walking in, they sign the paperwork. We get everything done. I said, well, I need the keys and, all the remotes for the garage and all that. Oh, well, they're at the house. He told us we didn't have to be out till next week. I said, we just you just sold the house. You don't own that house anymore. You have to get out today. And they were like, I said, my people are in a U-Haul, just drove here from Dallas, Texas. They're wanting to move their stuff in. You've got to go. And they're like, well, he told us we didn't have to leave till next week. I don't care what he told you. You just signed the paperwork. You got to go. And then when I finally got in touch with him, you know what he said? He said, I'm on vacation. You're going to have to handle it, and hung up on me.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've had those agents before too.
Ugh.
yeah. I called his brokerage to turn him into his broker. He is the broker.
Hey,
Yeah. So instead, I turned him into AREC. I went to Alabama Real Estate Commission and turned him in and filed a formal complaint. And so did my buyer. We both filled out a formal complaint on him.
anything happen?
I don't know. They don't do anything. I mean, listen, you just about have to shoot somebody in one of your open houses to get
Something bad, huh?
in trouble as a realtor.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, okay. That's where I'm at right now. Um,
So yeah, just think it could always be worse.
yeah. And so I'm working on my listing that's coming up. I referred them to a contractor friend of mine. He came in and gave him a quote, 5,200. It seems kind of high for a lot of things, but considering they still need more stuff done after that. So
Well, here's the $1 million question. When are you launching the channel?
I'm launching that channel. It's supposed to be this, well, you said Sunday, so I'm planning on doing this Sunday.
Okay.
And then I was planning on, I don't know, I think you said no, but I wanted to run some ads for it.
Well, I just said we'd never have. I didn't tell you no. I don't know how they work because we've never done it.
Yeah. And so what I have been doing is I've been doing a lot more research. I'm doing more research after more research, and I'm finding more new different people that GPT found out for me. And um, so my brain was working a different direction, and I was looking at the views per hour. So I was checking out all the different videos of all the different agents near here and all the top realtor agents in the nation. And I was looking at all the different views per hour, checking out their titles and checking out their tags and things like that. So, and seeing which top ones were good and how and which video I should be working on and doing. So that's what I've been doing as well. So I got that in my playlist and um in my website thing here. So that's what
Cool.
I'm doing. I need to do this more of a video, but my weekly is that Monday mindset. I want to do more of a video than just a post. And then I got the Tuesday takeover. So that's the video about taking over seller's rate. And then I'm gonna have Wealth Wednesday. That's also gonna be video and dealing with homeowners that want to invest and maybe even talk about um, the assumable and just how to invest first time as a homeowner. So, and then we already got Saturday, it's new construction, and then Sunday is the new video. So
Cool.
that seems like a lot for the
It
thing that,
does.
but the only, like I said, the only thing that's gonna be hard is the new video on Sunday, but all the other stuff, it's more live. It's nothing edited. So it'll be easier. It won't be that bad. It's just the planning to do it that day. Because the when I did last week on Tuesday, I'm starting to find out because I tend to I tend to do things last second. I get it done. I'll get it done, but it's I don't know why it's always freaking last second.
Yeah.
But because I did that last week, my phone died and I couldn't finish it. And I have the video on my phone. So, and I didn't want to post it late Tuesday night or like Wednesday or after Tuesday. So I waited for this week. So I'm gonna post that this today, my video I recorded last week. And then I'm gonna be consistent on it, but it's gonna be live. So it will be no editing. It'll be more people seeing me and talking about assumable loans and seeing my orange. So that'll be
Okay.
probably after I talk to you guys. That'll probably be a good time to go do it. Get it done sooner than later. So, but yeah, that's it. So let's plan this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What do you recommend? What do you think my intro trailer? I know yours, you don't have any editing and you don't have any B-rolls. I've seen other people do it. I mean, you saw mine. Do you want to see mine, Tim? I don't know if I showed you mine. You want to
Have I
see a
not
little
seen
bit?
it?
You've never seen it. You want to see it? You want to
Sure.
see mine? Let me see if I can try to open it. So tell me if you want me to, if you think I should.
Did you ask to share?
No, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna find it first, and then I'm gonna share. Give me a second, because I don't want you to see bunch of million screens that I got opened up.
Hey Tim, I think I don't think I can do that strategy call, but I just sent Aileen a text to see if she could do it, and I think she can do it.
Okay. Well, I can do it. I just need to leave this call like in 10 minutes to get home and set my office back up. Had to come to a Regis today, Toy, because they shut the power down in my neighborhood for a big grid change for about 6 hours today.
Well,
Mm.
I'm
It's
gonna leave that up to you. If I mean she can do it, then I mean why not let her do it?
We only got 10 more minutes. I'm not gonna be here all hour. I barely even want to be on here, but I wanted to keep my
oh, we
word.
feel the love now.
I know, right? Wow.
Not because of that, but because of my disappointment of not having more, not doing more. I just feel like
Well, you got a lot of irons in the fire too.
Well, you need
a
to get off this Zoom and go spend the next 40 minutes getting some shit done then. And
I
then
know,
report
that's
right?
back in 40 minutes what you did that we're proud of.
Did you get the share request?
I did. I said admit. Yeah, allow.
Okay, it didn't say anything on my end here. Share. Okay, move this over here. See all my million stuff on.
While he's finding that out, by the way, Tim, EXP University, the tech support on there told me that it was a problem within Okta, and like I was apparently the first person to report it, and they figured out that I wasn't the only one who had the problem. Just nobody else was trying to log into EXP University. So, so they're having to go in and rebuild the system because of me. I'm like, well, I can't help you, brother. I just can't get in it, and I want to get in it.
Yeah.
Guys, you can help find your dream home. Then someone's called Arizona Home since 8 years old. That's right. Hey, I'm Toy Trump, your AI certified real estate agent, and the as is realtor with over 20 years of experience.
It was only 2 minutes
Buy
something.
and sell homes right here in Arizona, and I've got you covered. Born in Saigon,
So
Vietnam,
that's the same
I
script
first
that
arrived in
I
the
already
U.S.
shared with you guys in the
Banking,
Okay,
class.
analytics,
So that's
high,
just
and
me standing there.
I love the
That's
opportunity.
the whole thing.
okay.
You and GM can give the
And then my little Vietnamese blurb at the end. That was that was the newer one.
Are you planning to move to Phoenix,
This was the old
Arizona,
one. The one
or
was
one
all
of the three
shaky.
suburbs? Who better to guide you and help find your dream home than someone who's called Arizona home since 6 years old? That's right. Hey, I'm Toy
See how
Trump,
it's
your
all
AI
shaky?
certified real estate agent.
Yeah, but a lot of times the movement in the background helps because it makes people's attention draw to it.
Right, that's the reason why I first originally did that. So first question is B-roll, no B-roll. So that's the next question. So you like this one better than that one because that one's a still and this one's moving.
Yeah, I like the one with the movement.
Yep.
You like moving better. So should I do move? So then,
Is
See,
that what
take
you're
two
talking
was a
about at the
waste of
top?
time.
You're talking about all that stuff at the top where you got 900 windows open? Holy cow.
yeah, that's just one window of a million windows. I got other windows with
How in
more
the
and more.
world do you keep everything straight?
Uh, well, that's what that's the issue. That's the that's the thing. I have so much on the burner that I need to reduce. Um, so that just throws more stuff on my thing. So now do you think this is better than that? So should I redo this or should I just say screw it next time when I do videos or like what? Like what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, just use that one for now. Don't overthink it. Just use that one for now, and then redo it next time you're out if you think it's too shaky. But I do like the movement. You know, we have found out with our Facebook ads
More
that
engaging.
they tend to perform better when we're walking around than if we're
Yeah.
just standing still.
Yeah, it's more engaging. That's why I thought too. So for the new channel, you're saying still use the blue one, even though it's shaky?
Yeah, why
It
not?
wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Really? Oh, I thought it's horrible. I thought it's just there's some spots shakier than others.
Are you planning to move to Phoenix, Arizona, or one of its charming suburbs? Who better to guide you and help find your dream home than someone who's called every week, Friday, 1 p.m.
So
right
this is
here, same
unedited.
bad time, same bad channel. Catch you on the next video, and make sure you say hi if you do
Yeah,
see
and
it.
if you wanted to, you can throw it into CapCut and hit. There's a stabilizer in
Yeah,
CapCut. Yeah, you can
yeah.
stabilize it and get some of that movement out.
It's on CapCut.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got there's a free one and then I end up getting the standard upgrade. And then once you get the upgrade, there's another upgrade. It's like, geez.
Yeah, I pay like $30 a month for my CapCut or something like that. It's well, I pay by the year, whatever it is.
Yeah. So the Pro, that's an upgrade after the standard. If you want everything. I think the stabilizer is the one with everything. So, okay.
Post it,
So
change it later.
That's right.
Let's go.
post to change it later.
What's the motto, Tim? Done is better than perfect.
That's right.
Oh, I got plenty of stuff done and it's horrible. So, okay.
Hey,
All
and
our
then
shit
and then
was
my
horrible in the
motto, I
beginning
just
too.
moved in here off my whiteboard says, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you.
Yeah. Well, the stabilizer, what sucks is because I have that long old selfie stick, and obviously it's only good enough for my big ass Samsung phone. I'm not gonna be able to use that on my iPad. The iPad is just too big to hold a selfie stick to do a walking around thing,
Right.
unless you have that little small one thing. But that's like a few more
Why do you
thousand.
need an iPad?
Because yeah, you missed the whole I think the couple of Zooms before. The thing that I was using, app I was using, the Big Voo, it wasn't working on my Android. They had Android issue. It was only good for
What is
iPhone or
is that a
Apple stuff.
teleprompter or something?
Yeah, Big Voo was teleprompter. And so I originally started with my Samsung and it worked great and it was fine. And then somehow it crashed and I contact support and they had all these issues. And so that's what they told me. And that's why I end up getting my iPad for that main reason. Um, because of the app and everything that I can use with it and later with my phone to do the whole, the cloud and the movement of the storage. But lately I've been checking the big view on my Samsung. It's been working and then it stops. Sometimes it works, sometimes it stops. But if you like the movement, I have to do on my phone on the selfie stick. That's the only way. And that's the case, then that I need to get a iPhone phone.
Yeah, if you watch any of our videos, unless we're doing an office video, every single one of them are always
Movement.
holding the selfie stick up at an angle like this, coming
Right,
straight in, and then I'm going, and look right here behind me, and the whole time
right.
I'm doing this.
Oh, also Tim, I missed this also too. These couple original videos, for me, it's gonna be hard and difficult because it's information. It's not like I have to remember all this information in my head and then okay, play, record it, and then stop, and then I gotta remember. It's a lot of information. So I don't know. Let me show you one. Let me show you the Phoenix and Scottsdale one. So that's why I do a lot of. So I don't know if I like this one either because I'm standing in one spot and like you said, it's boring. That's why I want to do a lot of B-rolls to reduce the boringness.
Toy, can
Like,
I be very honest with you?
no, you've
Okay.
been more than honest with me, Tim.
I gotta go then.
So,
You are
oh,
so overthinking all of this.
If
Put
you're
the effing videos on your channel and make it a better one each week. That's all you got to do. You're trying to make this perfect and load everything out at once. It'll
no,
never
no, no, no,
happen.
no. Not loading everything at once. Again, you missed this
Well,
one other time. So
well,
I already
don't
got
tell
the
me what I
intro
missed because I
video.
don't want you to have to spend time regurgitating it. But, we've been doing this now for like 3 months and you got to start posting videos.
Yeah.
I agree. So what I was
Just
saying the
do
other week is these two are done. I need to get the
They
B-rolls
ain't
for
done
these
unless they're on
two.
the channel.
Well, they're
it.
not done to put on the channel. They're done recording. They need to have B-rolls. Do you
Put
want
them
me
on
to
the
just post it
channel.
without
Put them
B-rolls?
on the channel. Put a V-row on the next one when you have time to
I
do it.
disagree. I disagree. I need to put B-rolls. Nobody wants a talking head. It's boring. So, but they
Well, it
will be
depends on
put
your
up.
content. If you tell them what they want to hear, it's not boring.
Um,
You should see Andy's first
disagree.
video and my first video.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
People, yeah, there are people who watch, but it will be a small percentage. There's a small percentage that will watch that for sure.
Well, hold
People
on.
just want information, but
that's not true.
people want entertainment as
A
well.
lot of people will watch it
I'll agree to disagree.
and then put a blooper reel out in 6 months and laugh at yourself.
I'm
Oh my
laughing at myself
gosh,
right
I was
now.
horrible. I'm so sorry, audience.
Oh, I'll show you when I originally did it when I was with HomeSmart. I've
I
done
gotta
whole,
go, guys. It's 2:30. I got to get home and get reset up if I'm going to do this call.
me too, me too.
And
I gotta head out.
One,
So,
once
all right,
again, Tim, just let's clarify this. I mean, if you don't want, if you can't
I
do
got to
it,
get on the road. Call me when you are done and we'll talk about it. But I need to go home
I'm
just in
done.
case.
I'll talk to you
okay.
guys later.
All
Go, you
right.
guys do your thing.
Thanks, guys.